Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be showing you one of the best Titan builds in the game by far for raids, grandmasters, whatever activity you are doing. This is one of the best ones you can actually build. But before I do start with today's video, as always, we're 500 subs away now from that 40k milestone. If you could subscribe, I would really appreciate it. With Lightfall just around the corner, I'm going to be uploading a lot more. And obviously the quantity is going to be mental, so make sure you do subscribe for that. But with that said, let's jump straight into today's build. Massive shout out to Blazing Boost for sponsoring today's video. It is coming to the end of the season and Lightfall is just around the corner, so if you're struggling to get any gear, make sure to check these guys out. They offer a Sherpa service. Plus with the Nightfall, the Grandmasters coming out, it's a really handy site to have if you guys are struggling. Not only that, it does have a Trustpilot of over 30,000 reviews with 5 stars. If you do use code Unstoppable at checkout, you will get a 5% discount. I'll also leave a link in the description that'll take you straight there. Right guys, so the build we are on today, ignore how my Titan looks. I've been trying a lot of things out for this build. I haven't actually customised him to look nice yet. But you're going to want to start off with Sentinel Titan. Now this subclass is by far the best in PvE at the minute for survivability. So what you're going to want to have on is Rally Barricade. Now, a lot of people will say Towering Barricade. However, the cooldown for it is a lot more. And to be honest, you don't really need it for this build. Rally is going to be a good option for this. Then we do have Strafe Lift. Obviously, whatever you guys prefer, use that. Then we do have Shield Throw. So we can use our shield. And it does grant us an overshield for each target it's hit. So we'll be getting a shield back for that. And then make sure you are using Vortex Grenade because grenades are pretty good for this build. Now, aspect wise, we're using Bastion. Now, cast your super to grant overshield. Casting your barricade also grants you overshield and it will regenerate. To be honest, probably one of the best aspects in the game, having that overshield non-stop. And I do believe it will give it your teammates, as it says there, nearby allies. So if you're running this, your teammates are going to love you because it is a well-rounded team build. Next, we are using Controlled Demolition. Hitting a target with a Void ability or Volatile Explosion makes them volatile for further damage. Causes them to explode, grant you a nearby ally's health. So as you can see, everything just sort of helps you with survivability. Now for the fragments, we do have Echo of Remnants. Basically, our grenades will last longer, whatever grenade you're using. Then Echo of Instability. Defeating targets with grenades grants volatile rounds to your Void weapons, which is a really good one. And make sure you are using Void weapons. I'll show you what to use later on. Then Echo of Undermining. Your Void grenades weakens targets. This is a really underpowered perk, honestly. Make sure you have this on. I know it does get rid of 20 discipline, which is quite a lot. But to be honest, it's worth it in my opinion. Now, for the weapons you guys are going to want to run, it depends sort of what activity you are running. I've done this build basically for the most general sort of activities like your Grandmasters. So we've got the Witherhoard, like I say in every sort of build. You can't really beat this grenade launcher in my opinion for DPS. Then we have actually got Grid Skipper, which is a Void. It's a really good weapon, honestly. A lot of people don't use it, but it is really underpowered. And a lot of people sort of miss out on this. But trust me, try it out. And then if you guys need Overload, you've got your Funnel Web. So it's an easy swap between them two. Then your Taipan, your Frenzy, anything with Void is going to work well in this build. Now stats wise, it depends. 100 resilience is obviously guaranteed in any build. Make sure you have that. Now, for me, I feel like grenades come back quick enough anyway. So we only have 44. But you can do 100 discipline, 100 resilience if you guys want to make sort of the most out of your grenades. But for me, especially with Grandmasters, I like the recovery over the grenades because it is obviously more survivability. So that's totally your preference. If you can get a triple 100, do that. There's no way near I can get that, if I'm honest. Now moving on to the helmet, what we do have is a resilience mod, harmonic siphon, ashes to assets, so we gain bonus super energy on grenade kills, and bountiful wells. Elemental well mods that cause you to spawn elemental wells can now stack. Moving on to the arms, what we do have is a resilience mod, focusing strike, grants class ability energy when you cause damage with a melee attack, overload rounds, and well of tenacity. Like I said, you can change that to your anti-barrier depending on sort of what activity you are doing. Full of tenacity, picking up void elemental will reduce the damage you take, so yet again we've got more resistance. Now for the chest piece, we are using Heart of Inmost Light, definitely the best Titan exotic by far. I can't really argue anything else in my opinion. And we do have Resilience Mod, Concussive Dampener, Energy Diffusion Substrate, so we gain a little bit less damage when we get hit, which is really good, and Reaping Wellmaker. After activating your class ability, your next weapon final blow on a combatant spawns a void elemental well. Like I said, we're going to be using a shield quite a lot in this build for them overshields, so that's really handy to have on your class. Moving on to leg armor, we do have a Resilience Mod, Grenade Launcher Holster, Invigoration and Font of Might. Now with the Witherhoard, you pretty much don't need this perk, but to be honest, if you're not using the Witherhoard and using a different grenade launcher, it's a really good one to have. But you can run double Invigoration, to be honest, so it's up to you what you want to run. And for the final one, which has a really good perk actually, we're running a Recovery Mod, Lucent Finisher. Defeating a Lucent Hive Light Bearer or Champion with your finisher spawns heavy ammo for you and your allies. I don't see a lot of people running this, but for Grandmasters, it's absolutely insane. All you have to do is literally just use a finisher and you'll get heavy ammo for everyone. And then we do have Elemental Time Dilation. Basically just increases the time that you do have, obviously, wells, that sort of thing, and your perks. So that is the build summed up. To be honest, it is insane. I'll show you how you can sort of use it in a team-based game mode. And just literally just keep popping your overshield, throwing your grenades, using your sort of void rounds that are volatile, and you guys will have no problem in any Grandmaster. Plus you do have your Ward of Dawn, which is going to make it even better, so make sure you do have that on also. And that's pretty much it. Try it out. Like I say, some people do prefer Sentinel Shield, but for me I do like the Ward of Dawn better in my opinion. So try that out. And as always, I'll leave you some gameplay of the build and I will catch you in the next one.